Hello everyone, welcome back in another DIY project that I wanted to share with you guys. So basically, this is a continuation of my last project, and for everyone out there who's new here in my channel, I currently updated an old frame that I hang in my toilet area. And after looking on it for several days, I feel like there's still something missing in that area. So I decided to make, or in the process of making, a storage system. And it's taking me time to complete this project. That's why I was unable to include it on my last video. And I want to bring you guys along with me and showing you guys what I've been working on. And hopefully I'll be successful by the time I finish this project. So I will be working with a 1/2-inch maple plywood for the very first time. And I'm glad that I have this tool that I bought from Amazon, which you can also find from other hardware store. This is brand by Craig. It's a rip cut circular saw guide to help you cut a straight line, especially for long pieces of wood. And right now I'm just measuring and gonna be cutting the pieces of wood that I need for the small storage system that I'm planning to build. Before I continue and show you guys what I'm doing, I am not expert in regards to carpentry, and I am just learning as I go along, and that is why it's taking me time to finish this project. This time I will just be using the guide that came with my circular saw, and I find it easier for me to use this when cutting smaller pieces of wood. Next, I will be using my Craig jig to create a pocket hole, and this will help me guide to join pieces of wood together and create a stronger joint with a cleaner look. And I will be creating 3 pocket holes on both ends of the longer wood. To make it easier for me, I will be using my 45-degree clamp before I screw and join my wood together. I accidentally damaged the pocket holes that I just made, and I don't want to waste the wood, so what I will be doing is just use the wood glue and my brad nail to join the pieces together. Since I don't have enough clamps, I will be using some painter tapes to add some pressure on the joints of the wood and wait for the glue to dry up. So to cover the mistake that I made, I will be applying, which I already did, and use this stainable wood filler mean wax. And I will be applying a second coat again and then spreading it with this putty spreader. And once that's dry, I will be sanding it. Okay, so now that this is nice and dry for plywood, you can see the edges of this plywood. And in order to cover that up, I will be using this 1/4 by 1/4 piece of wood, and I will make a face frame out of it just to have a nicer and smooth finishing. Next, I'm just marking the end of the wood and will be using my miter box to guide and cut a 45-degree angle. Next, I will be using my sander to have a smooth ends. To attach this, I will be applying some wood glue, and if I see any dripping or excess glue, I will just wipe it. Then use my brad nail to make it secure. Next, I will be using a wood filler to cover the nails. And while I'm waiting for this box to dry, I will make or cut the backing for the box. And instead of me doing a measurement, I will just trace it and then cut it. This time, to guide me where to cut, I will just be relying on the laser light that came with my circular saw. So it's getting dark. I'll just do my final cut and I'll continue tomorrow. Okay, everyone, I think it's been a week or more than a week since the last time I was working on this small storage system. And I was just so busy with a lot of stuff. And then by the time I was ready to work on this project, it started to rain. Plus, it's so cold and windy to work outside. So I decided to stop working on this project. But anyway, during those days that I was not working on this project, I was in Facebook Market all the time because I wanted to do a lot of updates in my home. And luckily, I was able to find something that I think I can DIY or do a little tweak on that thing that I bought from Facebook Market. And I'm just so excited to work on that one. But before I can go on that direction, let me go ahead and start and finish this project. So this is the box that I was working on the last time. I can leave it as it is, just add some paint or stain and then hang it on the wall and probably insert some baskets or decorative baskets in it. But I want to take a little step further and add some doors on this storage system that I'm working on. And this is the leftover plywood from this project. But the problem with this one is that it's about ½ inch shorter. So instead of me buying some more plywood, I will just be using the trim that I use, which is about ½ inch. And I think this will solve the problem. And again, to put them together, I will be applying some wood glue and use my brad nailer to secure them together. Next, I will be using my wood filler to cover the nails, and while I'm doing this, I will be patching whatever space I feel needs to be covered up. And while I'm waiting for that one to dry, I will be covering the other edges by using my maple edge banding that has an activated glue on the other side. This one, I had it for a very long time and I can't even remember why I have it in the first place, but as far as I know, I bought this from Lowe's. To cut the piece that I need, I can use a scissor or even fold it and tear it like a paper. And I'm always cutting this about ½ inch extra. To activate the glue, I will just be using my regular iron on high heat and make sure the steamer is off. And for the future, if I will be doing a lot of edge banding in one of my projects, I would prefer to just buy those small iron presser to make it easy, lighter to hold, and prevent the glue from sticking on my household iron. And that is why I am very careful in using this right now, because we are using this for our clothes. Next, I will be waiting for this to cool down, and while I'm waiting, I will be doing the other edges. After a few minutes and this is nice and cool, I will be cutting the extra length by using my regular box cutter. For the rest of the extra pieces, I will just be cutting this with my edge cutter that I bought from Lowe's. Then lightly sand to remove the rough edge. And on this one, I'm just putting it side by side to show you guys the difference between using the edging and leaving the plywood as it is. Now that the glue is dry, I will sand this using my 120 going up to 220 grit sandpaper. Then clean with a damp cloth to remove the wood dust. Okay everyone, so I'm almost done, and the only thing that's left for me to do is stain and put this storage system together. And also I was playing on different types of stain in the same species of wood, which is a maple plywood, and I ended up liking this. And this one is the combination of dark walnut and golden pecan. What I will be doing right now is apply the golden pecan first, then followed it with the dark walnut at once. after applying both colors, I will be wiping the excess stain. Per experts' advice, they said to wait for at least 20 minutes before wiping the excess stain. But for me, I have a certain look that I wanted to achieve. Next step, I will be doing a whitewash technique, and I don't have the exact measurement between the mix of the water and the paint, but I would say it's about 25% white paint and 75% water. The wood filler that I applied earlier is a good accident because when I started staining, it gives me variation or depth of color of stain on the surfaces. And what I mean by this is that my goal when I started working on this project is to make this an old vintage looking like storage system, which is inspired by the rustic Mediterranean look. And because of that, I think I'm starting to achieve my goal. Now, I'm still not satisfied how it looks, so I decided to add another coat of the golden pecan stain just to enhance the imperfections. And lastly, I will seal this with my clear matte polyurethane. Okay, so now that this is nice and dry, it's time to put them together. Next, I will be applying a soft close hinges which I bought from Amazon, and before I screw them in place, I will make sure that it's even on both sides. For the pull handles, I will be using the same hardware that I used for my entire master's bathroom, and luckily I still have one left to use for this project. Okay, everyone, to finalize this project, I finally have the hardware that I need to hang this small storage system that I made for the toilet area. And it's basically this one. It's very heavy, thick metal, also in frosted paint in matte finish, just the way I like it. And this comes in a 5 set, which I bought from Amazon. And also, if you are interested in anything that I bought from Amazon, from this video and the other videos that I made, I will share the link on the description box, and I'm earning a small commission from the Amazon. So if you guys are interested, just click that link down below. So I already placed a painter's tape where I want the system to be hanged, as well as where the hardwares are going. I already hanged the first one, and I will show you guys how I will hang the second hardware. So what I need to do is place this hardware on the wall, use the leveler, and make sure it's level. And once I know it's level, I will be marking it where I need to drill a hole. That way I know where the screws are going in. The set came with these nylon plastic wall anchors with screws, and I'm glad that it came with these self-drilling drywall anchors, which I have been using all the time in hanging heavy wall art or decorations. And lastly, before I install the storage system, I'm just checking if everything is level. And all I need now is to screw the top and the bottom part. So in regards to the hardware or these brackets that I installed, the two on the bottom is sturdy enough that can hold the system and whatever I need to place in here. The two on the top, I don't really have to put that, but it can add stability for this box. And the main reason why I installed this is more of a decorative reason, because the storage system that I made is so simple, or very simple, that by adding this bracket here, added some charm into it. So let me go ahead and put a simple decorations on top of this system. So I have this vase that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I love the simplicity of it, with a little rustic on it, as well as this grayish, whitish whitewash around the vase. And I will just be placing it here in the corner. And also, if you guys are wondering, or if you're new here in my channel and been wondering how the entire master's bathroom look like, I did a video of that when I updated my master's bathroom. So if you guys are interested, I will share the link on my description box, as well as at the end of this video. So if you want to watch it, it's just going to be a click away and you'll be able to watch that video. And then I will be adding this fake lavender plant that I bought as well in Hobby Lobby. This is, I think, about $15, but it was on sale, so I got this half a price. And I like the look of this, because even though it's fake, if you put it up there, it looks real. So that's why I chose this one. So let's see if this is the one. If not, I can go back in the store and find a different plant. So let me just step back and look. Yes, definitely this is the one. I like how they all work together, and I think I did achieve the inspired rustic Mediterranean style that I want, with all the elements that are already here. Plus, I won't put any more decorations on top of this storage system, because I like the simplicity of it. So this toilet area is so tiny, plus it does not have any windows at all. So it feels so claustrophobic in here, and every time I'm in here, it feels so lonely. But by adding all these elements in here, it added some life, and it also has a good flow now with the rest of the master's bathroom. Okay, everyone. So hopefully you enjoyed watching the small storage system that I made, inspired by rustic Mediterranean style. And if so, please share, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you get to be notified whenever I post some videos here on my YouTube channel. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!